Another week of baseball. Let's check out the standings. What is going on, baseball fans? This is the SB Baseball Podcast. I'm RD with your weekly update on the standings. Let's hop right into it, starting with the American League. The East, the New York Yankees still hold on to first place. They're 15-7 with a .682 win percentage. Now, the Orioles are only a half game back. They're a 14-7. I meant to mention that the Yankees, these aren't streaks. I don't know. I know that you got to put something there. It says winning streak 1. That's not a streak. You won a game, okay? The Orioles have won 2 games in a row. That's not a streak either. But if you win one more, that's called a winning streak. Anyways, last 10 for the Yanks are 5-5. Last 10 for the Orioles are 7-3. The Red Sox are 13-10. They're 2.5 games back. They are on a winning streak. They've won 3 games. Last 10, 6-4. The Blue Jays are 3 games back in the East. They're 12-10. But they are, I wouldn't say trending upward, but their last 10 are 6-4. They've lost a game. This looks like the toughest division out there. We will get to more of that later, though. The Rays bringing up the bottom of the East at 12-11. They're a .522 win percentage. Their last 10 games are 5-5. They've currently lost 1 game, no streak. There you go. I mean, that's a really good-looking division. It has to be one of the toughest, or if not the best, at this point. Now, the Central, the Guardians right now, 16-6. Who saw this coming? .727 win percentage. They're absolutely killing it. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They're 7-3 in the last 10. They're 10-3 away, 6-3 at home. Crazy numbers. The Royals are 3 games back at 13-9, currently on a 2-game skid, 5-5 their last 10. The Detroit Tigers, they're 12-10. They're 4 games back. They've won a game. They're not on any type of streak, but they got back in the win column. They're 4-6 out of their last 10. The Rangers definitely put a little dent in their record, but then it drops off really bad in the Central. It goes down to the Twins. They're 7-13 with a .350 win percentage. And then the Chicago White Sox, 3-18. 3-18, currently the worst team in baseball with a .143 win percentage. They're 12.5 games back. They're on a 3-game skid. They're 1-9 in their last 10. Again, I'm betting them until they show me that they're going to win a couple games. I'm betting against them, excuse me. Then we head to the West, where the Rangers are still in first place. They are a game above 500 now. They're 12-11. .522 win percentage. They're 5-5 at home, 7-6 away. Currently, they got out. They were 2 games down to the Braves in the series. They ended up winning the third just to get out of there with a win. They're 5-5 in their last 10. The Mariners just finished up shortly ago. They're 500. They're 11-11, a half game back on the Rangers. They've won a game. They're no streaks. Last 10, though, 7-3. They will be traveling to their Texas Rangers to Arlington to take on the Rangers Tuesday, a quick little 3-game series. So you're going to see something happen, some type of shakeup in the West. Don't be surprised if the Mariners grab a couple, but I really am pulling for the Rangers here. Angels are 2.5 games back on a 4-game skid. I think they might be. Is that the longest? No. There's a longer losing skid out there. They're 3-7 in their last 10. The Oakland A's are 3.5 games back. Who knew they were going to come to life? Not really to life, but leaps and bounds from where they were last year. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak. They're 4-6 in the last 10. The Houston Astros, dead last in the West, 7-16, a .304 win percentage, 5 games back. They have lost 2 games in a row and are 3-7 in their last 10. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's move over to the National League. And as I mentioned, it's crazy because the East was actually a really tough division, but the Marlins are doing everything they can to drive this thing into the ground, along with the Nationals. The Braves are still supreme, 14-6 right now with a .700 win percentage, 6-3 at home, 8-3 away. They've lost 1 game. It was to the Rangers Sunday night. They're 7-3 in their last 10. And then moving second place here, Philadelphia Phillies, 14-8. They're 636, 1 game back. They're on a 6-game winning streak. 6 games. That's the highest winning streak right now in MLB. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Watch out. Here come the frickin' Phillies. The Mets they're 571 win percentage. They're 12-9, 2.5 games back. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Currently, they've recently lost one game. Washington Nationals 10-11, 476 win percentage. They're 4.5 games back. They've won back-to-back games. They're 5-5 in their last 10. Marlins bringing up the rear here in the East, 6-17, 261 win percentage. 9.5 games back. I think the season's over for them. Just pack it in. No one watches the games anyways. They have won a game. They're currently on a one-game winning streak, 4-6 in their last 10. Let's check out the Central. Brewers firm control. Right now, they're 14-6, win percentage of 700. They're 4-4 at home, 10-2 away. Right now on a 4-game winning streak, pretty impressive. 7-3 in their last 10. The Cubs are 2 games back at 13-9, 7-3 at home, 6-6 away. Currently, they lost their most recent game, so they put a dent in them a little bit, but 6-4 in their last 10. The Reds, 12-9. I mean, you would think that the Reds would be worse than what they are. They're getting beat up, pushed around, all kinds of madness, and they'll be actually in Arlington later this week to take on the Rangers. 571 win percentage, 2.5 games back, 7-5 at home, 5-4 on the road. They're on a 3-game winning streak, 6-4 in their last 10. Crazy. Pittsburgh, 11-11, 500. 4 games back, 3-5 at home, not so great at home. Away, 8-6, very respectable. They're on a 6-game losing streak. They went from very good baseball, dominant, I would say, and then boy, they have just hit a skid. 2-8 in their last 10, and then you got the Cardinals, 9-13, 409 win percentage, 6 games back. They're not good at home, not really good away. 3-6 at home, 6-7 away, on a 4-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10. But all in all, a very competitive division, right? The worst team in here is a 409 team. Not terrible. So we'll see what happens in the Central. Going to the West. Dodgers haven't been as dominant here lately as they kind of started off. They're currently in first. They're 13-11 with a 542 win percentage. They're 9-8 at home, 4-3 away, 3-7 in their last 10. They got to turn it around. They really do. I mean, they captured a win, but they got to get back to the way things were. Padres are putting up a fight. They're 12-12, a game back, 6-8 at home, 6-4 away. They've currently won one game recently, and when I say recently, I'm talking about the streak, just FYI. 6-4 in their last 10. Diamondbacks 11-12. They're definitely getting better. 478. They're a game and a half back. 7-6 on the at home, 4-6 away. Currently 5-5 in their last 10. I guess a lot of these teams are just so mediocre right now. The Giants are 10-13, 435 win percentage, 2.5 games back, 5-5 at home, 5-8 away, 5-5 in their last 10. So not looking that great. Rockies, it's just tough sledding for them. They're actually, I think, the second worst team in the league right now. They're 5-17, a 227 win percentage. They're 7 games back. The season's over. Just put it to bed. 3-6 at home, 2-11 away. Oh, buddy. 2-8 in their last 10. Unbelievable. Just taking a look at this, you got tough divisions, you got easy divisions. You definitely have some teams that are taking advantage of their easy division. So, it's April, right? We're getting close to the end of April, but the season is so fresh. Anything could happen. Lots of injuries. We're going to see when everybody gets back on full strength, full health, if that even happens. Because once that, you get your key player back, something else goes wrong. Knock on wood. But there you go. There's your standings for the week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for listening to the SB Fantasy. SB Baseball Podcast. Have a great week. Thank you for listening to the SB Baseball Podcast.